faculty.
While we're here, we can't get a meeting first.
I'm
We
saying,
just want to negotiate
I don't want
some
to.
of these things. We're feeling like very safe by some of the policies in this school, and we just want to make sure we're safe. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you just want to make.
So, as I said to you, I have no intention scheduling anything with you until you clear out of the building, and then you can get with any other student group that's always available to, which is schedule a meeting if you want to talk about things you're concerned.
Yeah, so
Would you
we've been
mind
trying to
explaining
discuss.
how
Thanks, guys.
We've been trying to discuss the private police for over a year, and we haven't
We
had
had
any.
We had about
any.
125 different
You know that
community meetings.
75% of the students here are against it, over 100 faculty are against it, and yet it's still going through. So there's nothing else we can do to get it feels like the administration is not paying attention to student demands at all. Thanks, student needs, student safety. Does that matter to this administration?
President Hopkins, are you willing to mediate with the Baltimore Community Mediation Center with students? Have a community mediation? President Daniels, are you aware of the letter that the Faculty Senate administration sent around this legislation, President Daniels?
Is there any way you'd be able to acknowledge your concerns since we're students speaking to you and community members?
President Daniels, these students are in day 13 of their protest against your administration and its policies. Are you willing to mediate with community members? Are you willing to mediate with your students, President Daniels? Are you willing to resume community meetings to solicit input from community since those meetings have ended and been canceled?
We've gotten for over a year. Student needs are being ignored.
Hearing silence from our university president. It makes students here feel the 75% of students who voted against the private police feel like you don't care.
Over 100 faculty have signed a letter.
Can you tell us more about the $16,000 that your administration provided to the Pew administration? Can you tell us about that? Do you have anything to say to the people who are watching this feed right now?
Are you aware that the Homewood Faculty Assembly voted unanimously to support our sit-in and our demands?
You guys coming to my house for dinner, or?
When's the last time you had dinner with Catherine Pugh?
It's actually something that's really important and impacts a lot of people's lives. And actually, this is about the deaths of people. This is about family separation at the border. It's pretty sad to see you.
Will you cancel the contracts of ICE? Can you tell us why you support an institution of human rights abuses that is caging children and separating children from their families? Will you disinvest from those contracts, President Daniels?
Are you aware that Tyrone West was murdered in part by a Morgan State police officer? Are you willing to condemn that murder? Are you willing to demand justice for Tyrone West and other victims of police brutality?
Do you support the students' demand to disinvest from the ICE contracts and invest that money into immigrant defense projects? Can you tell us why you support law and order policies in 2019?
Watch it and get hurt walking backwards.
It seems like a lot of students are getting hurt on campus already with sexual assault. Can you tell us about the 18 sexual assault cases that disappeared because of an email glitch? Can you tell us what you're doing to investigate sexual assault on campus and how the police department will investigate those assaults and misconduct?
President Daniels, I was reading the recent diversity and inclusion report that the university administration sent out, but it really feels like this administration doesn't care about diversity or inclusion when we see all the things it's involved in.
Good night, guys.
We'll see you tomorrow. We'll have more people. We'll have more support. Maybe you'll want to listen to us then.
President Daniels, are you ready to resign?